Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. Today on DIYs with Sonia, I'm sharing high-end Christmas decor dupes you must try. Easy Christmas DIYs for 2025. If you love budget-friendly Christmas decorating ideas that look high-end and designer-inspired, you are in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more Look for Less Christmas DIYs coming this season. And now let's jump right in and get started. Today we are starting with these two deers. I got these, I believe, at Dollarama a few years back, and I attempted to do a makeover but then decided against it. So they've been sitting on my shelf for a while. I decided to give them a new life and see if I'll actually use them in my decor. The first step I did was spray paint them with a gold spray paint. I wasn't looking for a full coverage, just enough for a base coat, and I'm using metallic gold. When spray painting, make sure to use short bursts so you don't get pooling or dripping. You can find decorative deers now in almost every store and in every color, but they can get pretty pricey. Since I already had these, why not give them a makeover to fit my style? Once they were dry, I took some black chalk paint that I had left over from another project. Using a wet paper towel, I dabbed and blended it into the body to give that antique finish, kind of that dented, worn look. Once they fully dried, I went in with Dixie Belle's gilding wax in antique gold and applied it with a foam brush. Here's the difference between one with gilding wax and one without. You can really see the depth and warmth it adds. Then I repeated the same process for the second deer, and here is how they turned out. I think they look so much better now and fit my decor beautifully. If you are enjoying these high-end Christmas decor dupes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow and lets me know you like to see more easy Christmas DIYs like this one. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of my Christmas decorating ideas coming your way this season. For my next DIY, I picked up these small picture frames. They were $2.99 and came in a little bag with other items from Value Village. Picture frame ornaments have been popular for a while and even more so this year. I wanted to create one for my living room Christmas tree, which is still a work in progress. I took the frame apart and recently I purchased Dixie Belle Moonshine Metallic paint in Steel Magnolia. I have used Silver Bullet in previous DIY, but this one has such a beautiful metallic sheen, perfect for holiday projects. I painted both frames and once they were dry, I added Dixie Belle gilding wax in silver with a foam brush, focusing on all the little grooves and corners. This gave the frames a soft champagne silver tone that looks so elegant. To finish them off, I glued some red ribbon to the top of for hanging, but of course you can use any color that fits your decor. I plan to add some cute Christmas photos of my dogs once I take them. For my last DIY, I picked up this large canvas and paper print of Santa on the roof. I wanted to create a vintage frame Santa print, which can be pretty expensive in stores. You can find printable art online. I bought mine as a rice paper and I bought mine from Dixie Belle, and I'll have all the links below. I used the Dollarama canvas, though you can also find these at Michael's. To start, I cut off the canvas material along the sides to expose the raw wood frame. Just be careful not to cut too much off. Don't throw away the canvas, you'll need it later. And this made the rest of the canvas that was left on the frame easy to pull off. You don't want to cut it too close or it might end up smaller than the frame. And when choosing your canvas, think about how you want your print to look. I wanted mine to have a bit of a border around it, so I bought a slightly larger size. If you prefer no border, just make sure to measure carefully and buy the canvas that best fits your print. It's usually easier to work with one that's slightly smaller rather than too big, unless you're intentionally going for that frame border look. Once the canvas was off the frame, I stained it using golden ash gel stain, an oil-based stain that works beautifully even on rough wood. While I was staining, I thought of another way you could finish this frame. Instead of stain, you could use paint and gilding wax to create a more antique look, just kind of like I did on the deers. Try adding a base coat in black, brown, or even gold, and then lightly go over it with gilding wax. This combination gives the frame that beautifully aged vintage finish, perfect if you're going for a more antique style piece. Apply it with a stippling brush, making sure to get it in all the little corners and edges. Then wipe back the excess with paper towel or a rag to reveal the gorgeous wood finish. Next, I use gator hide on a canvas piece and adhere the Santa print to it, smoothing out any bubbles. Once it was dry, I applied another coat of gator hide over the top. This gives it a beautiful oil painting effect and protects the surface. Finally, I glued the frame to the canvas. You can also staple it if you prefer. Here is the finished look. It's such a beautiful vintage high-end Christmas art piece on a budget. I hope you loved today's high-end Christmas decor dupes as much as I loved creating them. These easy Christmas DIYs prove that you don't need to spend a lot to achieve that designer look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a friend who loves decorating on a budget. Don't forget to check out my Christmas DIY playlist for even more Pottery Barn, McGee Co, and other high-end inspired projects. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.